RTO here. Welcome to another retro ranking on Ladies' Day. Now, normally we look at one artist's top 10 songs, but today I've done it a little bit different. I've looked at my favourite #1 singles in the UK by female artists, and it does stretch from the 50s right up to I think 2013. I think that's the most current #1 that I've got in my top 20. So lots to cover, so we'll get cracking. So coming in at number 20, this was a song from 1977, and it was in February, and it was at #1 for 1 week, and it is Don't Cry For Me, Argentina by Julie Covington. Song from Evita, written by Andrew Lloyd Webber, of course. Many people have sung this and done sterling versions of it, but this is the best. Julie Covington wonderfully sang this, and I love this song. It's a wonderful song. Okay, coming at number 19, an artist that was featured, I think, on the #1s of the 50s I did with Richard. This is from September 1958. It was 6 weeks at the top of the charts. It was a double A side as well. One side was Carolina Moon, and the other is the song that I really love by Connie Francis, Stupid Cupid. We had this in our singles when it was one of my things on the mums or dads. I can't remember which one it was, but I remember it because it was on a bright yellow MGM record label. Really good track. Okay, coming in at number 18, we go to 1964 now, and this was #1 for 3 weeks at the end of February, early March. Cilla Black's Anybody You Had a Heart. Probably my mum's single. I think this is the best song that Cilla Black ever did. And I did, as a kid, I went to see her in Coventry. I think I've mentioned this before. I think I was about 8 or 9, but I've seen Cilla Black sing this, and that was pretty cool. Okay, coming in at number 17, we go right near enough up to date for me. 2013 and October, it was at #1 for 1 week, and it's Wrecking Ball by Miley Cyrus. I couldn't do a top 20 without having Miley in it, because I think she's a terrific singer. I think she'll be around for years. She's got a great voice, great country singing voice. Helps when your godmother's Dolly Parton, I suppose. I'm sure she's given her lots of encouragement. But Wrecking Ball is a great song. I mean, I love Flowers as well, but I love this one even more. Okay, number 16. Now, here is a bit of a shocker for you. This is from 2001. It was #1 for 4 weeks, and it's Whole Again by Atomic Kitten. Now, I remember when I heard this, I thought, I like this song. And the lyrics are really good. And then I discovered who co-wrote this. Andy McCluskey of OMD. I think this is a really nice song. Yeah, that's why it got into my top 20. Okay, number 15 is even another bizarre one. This is from 2005. This got #1 for 3 weeks. It's the Sugar Babes and Push the Button. This is a quirky, cheeky little song, and I'll give it, these 3 girls could sing. It's such a really good little tune. I know, Motorhead and the Sugar Babes. I just love this song. I think it's very, very good. Okay, coming at number 14. Go to the year 2000 now. 1 week. And it's a form of Spice Girl. Spice Girl. It's one of them that I've got. All their albums. It's Melanie C. Off a debut album this was. And it's called Never Be the Same Again. Which featured Lisa Left Eye Lopez. Great song. Featuring, of course, Lisa Lopez, who tragically was killed in a car accident. Very sad, but she teamed up with Mel and they had this great number 1. Great song. Coming at number 13, another all-girl band from 2000, 2 weeks, and it's All Saints and Pure Shores. And I did buy the CD single of this. I just love this. The harmonies are great, well produced. It's a very good song. They also did a great version of Red Hot Chili Peppers, Take You to the Bridge. Brilliant. Great song as well, but this one made number 1. Okay, coming in number 12. We go to 1989 now. 4 weeks at number 1. It's the Bangles, An Eternal Flame. Great track. Okay, Atomic Kitten did this, but it didn't have the same impact. But this version is wonderful. Susanna Hoffs, what a singer. Bangles, one of my favourite female bands, and got to number 12 for me. Okay, number 11. We go to 1988 now. This was at number 1 for 3 weeks. And it's Enya's Orinoco Flow. The majestic, the wonderful Enya. Remember when I first heard this, totally blew me away. I love Enya, and we will be doing a full album ranking of Enya probably, I think it's September on Ladies' Day, so she'll be looking more at Enya. So that's a great song. So we got to the top 10. Now this is a right old mixture in here. So starting the top 10, we go to 1992, and this was at number 1 for 2 weeks. And it's Sleeping Satellite by Tasmin Archer. One of the best songs of 1992. Tasmin's vocals are really good. It's a catchy tune. Didn't have too many hits, but boy, this was a great song. Okay, coming in at number 9, we go to 1986. 3 weeks at number 1, and it's Diana Ross and Chain Reaction. Written by the Bee Gees, of course, and they were the backing singers on this. A great track from the 80s, from one of the best female singers ever. Terrific chart song, catchy, which is, you know, what the Bee Gees were known for, catchy tunes, a great vocal. I just really love this song. Okay, number 8, we go back to 1977. And it got to number 1 for 1 week, and it's Baccarat. And yes, sir, I Can Boogie. Well, Baccarat are 2 singers from Luxembourg. This is a great song. And it, a few years later, in the 90s, or I can't remember when the film came out, but it got a bit of play when it was featured in the film Kinky Boots, which is a true story about a shoe factory here in Northampton. And, you know, there it is still standing today. I think it's now flats, but the actual building is still there. So yeah, they had another hit as well called Sorry I'm a Lady, but Yes Sir I Can Boogie is pretty cool. Okay, coming in at number 7, we go back to 1981 now, August 1981. Memorable August. Oh, it was memorable. Both of them was beat in Australia. Unfortunately, my younger brother had meningitis, so he was poorly in hospital at the time. So everyone's lives was sort of disrupted. Was all staying at different places, and my other brother. But this was #1 for 1 week, and it's Anika's Japanese Boy. I like this. Always, I think it was featured again in my 80s #1s with Richard. I love this song. Just very catchy. Okay, then coming in at #6, 1977. 4 weeks at #1. It's probably the greatest disco record ever made. It's Donna Summer's I Feel Love. Classic. They made an 80s version of this. It was about 15 minutes long, which was just totally naff. There's only one version. That's the 1977 version. Absolutely brilliant. Okay, coming in at #5. A lady that has been featured in Retro Ranking. It's Miss Shandy Shaw, and it was my #1 song. It was from 1967, 3 weeks at #1. Puppet on a String. I think this is the 3rd time this has appeared in a Retro Ranking, because it's my favourite one of my favourite Eurovision songs, my #1 Sandy Shaw song, and I just love this song. Always will. It's just a great song. Okay, #4, another song that's been featured in Retro Ranking before. This one's from 1968, 6 weeks at #1. Mary Hopkin, Those Were the Days. Classic song. I just love this song, as you know. As you get older, you listen to this and you sort of can relate to it, as I said before. So, yeah, great song. Top 3 then. All these songs have been featured in Retro Ranking and birthday top 10s as well. The first one was in February 1966, 4 weeks. I think this was #1 when Richard was born. And it's Nancy Sinatra, Those Boots Were Made for Walking. Classic song, just a brilliant song. It gets featured a lot. #2, 1978, 4 weeks, for my favourite female artist of all time. Kate Bush, Wuthering Heights, of course. Great song. Remember this at #1. Got the single. So close to being my #1 pick for this as well. Brilliant song from a brilliant artist. But my #1, this goes back to 1974. It was at #1 for 2 weeks. Susie Quattro, Do You All Want to Go Down to Devil Drive? Had to be this one. It goes back to that day at that school table. We used to like them songs. And that table was, of course, someone who's now a big actor. And funny enough, I saw a couple of weeks ago one of the other guys that was on that table. Still, one of the guys I still see quite not regularly, but I see him now and again. He always have a chat, and we love this song, and it's probably one of my favourite songs from the 1970s. Absolutely stunning track. This is great rocker. Love the video to this. Love her when she used to be on Top of the Pops, and fond memories of this song. So there we go. It's a right old mixture, isn't there? But it just shows that I like good. There's a good song. I will listen to it. Okay, that's all for this month's Ladies' Day. I know I can't remember what we're doing next month. I'm sure Mastermind Dave would remind me. Okay, tomorrow is Marathon Day. And we've got a bit of a prog one tomorrow. A lot of people have asked for this one. And we're going to be looking at the albums of Van der Graaf Generator, which I'm looking forward to immensely. So have a good day, everyone, and I will see you tomorrow.